everyone. My name is Ariel. I'm autistic and I want to say sorry that I've been gone for a period of time. Got a little sick, but I'm back, and so welcome back to my channel. I get a lot of questions about sleep or your sleeping habits or that. And for myself, like, I've never really had an issue going to sleep. I gave myself a bedtime at a very young age, and I've just kind of stuck with it. But there was a couple years or so that I struggled with just staying asleep. Like, I could say, okay, it's this time and I know it's time for me to go to bed, and I would do that, but I couldn't stay asleep throughout the night. So I kind of taught myself some helpful habits during that time, and I've been doing them since. So I want to share those with all of you, and hopefully this answers the questions that I've been getting about autism and lack of sleep. Routine. I talk so much about routine because it's important, and I think if you ask any autistic person how we function when we do our day-to-day routine, they're going to tell you that we do things easier and happier. So a bedtime routine, if this is something that's new, then I would just set a timer, and it's going to go off at a certain time, whatever time it is for you, and you then know that now I need to do this bedtime routine, which could be brush my teeth, change my clothes, wash my face, anything that's getting you to the point of, okay, now my brain and my body know that this is the end of my day, and this is where I'm going to recharge and get ready for the next day. Background noise. So by that, I just mean something that your mind can adjust to, and it can hear just that instead of all the added noise that we're going to hear while we're trying to get our sleep in. I listen to this like immunity booster, but sleep frequency sound. It's 8-ish hours. And I know that once I turn that on, then that's it. I don't touch my phone after that. My phone goes away. I flip my phone upside down, and that's all that I hear. Physical activity, exercise, and dieting. So I think physical activity and exercise go hand in hand, because if I'm being active, I could be exercising. But for me, my physical activity is me exercising. So by that, I work out 3 to 4 times a week, about an hour every day. So we should be getting in an hour to 2 hours of some kind of exercise. But so what I do something a little bit different, so that I also know that my body needs a couple days to recover from what I'm doing. Now with like dieting, it's really just cutting out sugar, and I have a really hard time cutting out sugar. Sometimes I just want it, and I can't get that feeling out of how bad I want this. So, but just cutting it out 3 hours before you're going to bed. So at whatever time you're going to bed, just know, even if you want it so bad, just don't do it. It's going to keep your brain awake. So even if your body's already tired, or you've already done your bedtime routine, if you've had any kind of junky food or some kind of sugar, your mind's going to keep going, and that's going to kind of give you that restless sleep that we're not really working for. So tea or melatonin, when I said that there was a few years where I struggled a lot with staying asleep, getting into bed and doing all my bedtime stuff was super easy, but I couldn't stay asleep. So I would then wake up and just felt like I didn't have enough energy to start the day. So for a while, I was doing melatonin and, or like those herbal sleep drops, liquid drops, or drinking a sleepy tea. And all of those, whichever one, they all work. But I have a low tolerance, so I could just do like one melatonin and be out, or I could drink half a cup of a sleepy tea and be out. But I don't need any of those now. I think I just went through this weird phase, or who knows what was happening, but it helped me learn things on what to do so I can stay asleep. But I still drink a tea every night. I might drink like a relaxed mind tea, or like I'll drink like a breathe tea or like an immunity booster tea, or I'll put them all together and make my own little concoction of a tea. But it allows for me to take more time to unwind and kind of settle in for the end of the day and release all these like unwanted and unnecessary thoughts or emotions. And when I'm done, I just know that this is helpful for me to sleep better at night, and it works. So this was definitely one of the shorter videos that I've done, but there's not a whole lot that I can say about sleep other than sharing the things that help me with you to get your better sleep and the right kind of sleep. I mean, even neurotypical people, they need the sleep that we're striving for. And if they don't receive that, they might get irritable or cranky. And us as autistic people, we can also feel that, irritable and cranky, but then we kind of become depressed, unmotivated. We might isolate ourselves. Things seem to frustrate us just a little bit faster and easier. So yeah, just sleep is important. 80% of autistic people struggle with sleep. I mean, that's huge, 80%. Even if you aren't going to do the things that help me, that's cool. Find your own things that help you sleep better. So then the next day you wake up, and I mean, no one's like me, but I'm a huge morning person. So the moment I wake up, I'm ready for the day. But yeah, just to sleep better and have a better day the next day. All right, see you next week.